I'm going to make this quick, simple, and easy. We're going over Mega Evolution English List. It's finally here. Let's get right into it. Here's what I'm thinking of how we rate this. We're going to be rating the Evo set list, okay? And if I don't see it, if I don't see the following card lineup, most likely it's just a different type. We'll get to it, okay? I'm going to rate it on a scale of 1 being not playable at all, don't play it, 5 being this is the meta, this is what's going to happen in this set, okay? All right, we're going to get into it. Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Gift, and today we have got Mega Evolution. I believe it is Mega Brave and Mega Symphony. So that is the Japanese set list for this, but we're going to get into this right now. Let me take a drink here.
Because we have a long list of cards.
So here's what we're going to do. Like I said in the beginning, we're going to rate the EVOS list from 1 to 5. 1 being not playable at all, and 5 being this is the meta. Bulbasaur with Bind Down, 10 damage. Opponent can't retreat. Ivysaur, 2 grass energy, 60 damage. Mega Venusaur EX. So what is this? Okay, so it looks like essentially what they're doing here is they are so essentially in between Ivysaur and Mega Venusaur would be Venusaur EX, but since he's not there, I'm guessing they just go straight into Mega, which I guess is okay. And they also take 3 prizes. That's a little insane, but okay. Mega Venusaur EX from Mega Brave. Soul Transfer. As often as you like during your turn, you may use this ability to move a basic grass energy from one of your Pokemon to another one of your Pokemon. And with Jungle Dump for 4 energies, you can do 240 damage and heal 30 from this Pokemon. It could be good with Toadscroll EX, which that will be nice for a little bit. You can move all the energies around and all that, which would be cool. 3 out of 5. Execute. Plump up. Search your deck for basic grass energy. Attach to this Pokemon, then shuffle. Executor. Guard press 30 damage. During your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon takes 30 less damage. And Wood Stop for 3 colorless, 60 damage, just another 30 more for each grass energy attached. I mean, you're doing 150, right? It's not going to be a lot. 2 out of 5. Tangela and Tangrowth. Poison Powder and Hook. And with Tangrowth, 30 for Absorb and 30 to heal. Bulky Whip 120 if this is at least 2 extra energy. And attached to this cost, it does 140 more. Ooh. That's actually... We'll put it in the same with Venusaur. We'll do 3. It's possible. Alright, we have Chikorita, Razor Leaf. We have Bayleaf, push down 50 and then switch your opponent's active Pokemon to the bench. And Meganium, which is ability wild growth. For every basic grass energy attached to your Pokemon provides double grass energy. You can't provide more than 1 wild growth at a time. Interesting. Very interesting. Shuckle, once during your turn. Oh, I forgot to rate this. Sloping for 140 damage. I'll give it a 3. This could be useful, especially like if you get up there quickly. If you get this evolution up there quick. Because it only means that you only need 2 energy. Simple. Shuckle. Ferment Juice. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon has any grass energy attached, you may use this ability. Heal 30 from one of your Pokemon. Maybe it countered a Monkey Dory, kinda, but I don't know. 2 out of 5. Okay. Celebi. Time Travel. Search your deck for 3 combination of grass Pokemon and stadiums. Reveal them and put them in your hand. 1.5 out of 5. Seedot, Nuzleaf, and Shiftry. Gale Return. Flip a coin. If heads, shuffle one of your opponent's Pokemon and all attached cards in the deck. Perplex 100. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. 1 out of 5. You're not going to see anyone play this. Sorry, buddy. Nincada and Ninjask. Ability, Cast Off Shell. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may search your deck for a Shed Ninja and put it on your bench. Shuffle your deck afterward. U-turn 90. Switch this Pokemon with one of your bench. Okay. So we'll give this a rating when we see Shed Ninja as well. Dumb Eyes, Earth and Power, 30 plus. If you have a save in play, does 50 more. 1. Vulpix and Ninetales, Supernatural Transformation. Discard the top card of your deck. If the discarded card is a supporter, use the effect of that card as the effect of this attack. 1 out of 5. Numel, Call for Family. 2 basic Pokemon, put them on your bench. Oh, so you can put them on your bench. You don't put them in your hand. That's pretty good. And Mega Camerupt EX, Roasting Heat for 80 damage. If your opponent's active Pokemon is burned, it does 160 more. Ooh. Okay. And Volcano Meteor 280, discard 2 energy from this Pokemon for 4 energy, 1 red and 3 colorless. I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5. Now, this may not be like good, but for 1 energy, and if your opponent is burned, to make your opponents get burned, you have Volcanion, you have Magmortar, you have Magby. That's pretty good. I mean, there's a bunch of ways to do it. Dangerous Laser, honestly. 4 out of 5, pretty good. Litleo Pyroar, Intimidating Fang. As long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, your opponent's active Pokemon do 30 less damage. Searing Flame 70, your opponent's active Pokemon is burned. 2 energy maybe. It could work well with it, but I'll say 1.5 out of 5. Now we're going to see it. Volcanion Singe, your opponent's active Pokemon is now burned. Backfire, 130, put 2 fire energy from your... put 2 fire attached to this Pokemon into your hand. Okay. Pretty cool. I'll give it a 2 out of 5. It's fine. Score Bunny, Reboot, and Cinder Ace Explosiveness. If this Pokemon is in your hand when you're setting up to play, you may put it face down as your active. And for 1 energy, Turbo Flare, search your deck for 3 basic energy and attach them to your bench Pokemon any way you like. Then shuffle your deck. This is actually kind of good. I'll give it a 3 out of 5. That could work with Camerupt at the very least, or other stuff too. Sizzlipede and Centiskorch. Centiskorch, Coiling Crush, 50 damage. Flip 2 coins for each heads. Discard an energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. And Heat Crawler does 140, 1 out of 5. Mantine, Call for Family. Search your deck for 2 basic Pokemon. Put them on your bench. I mean, I don't think you're really going to use this one too often. It's a 110, maybe. I'll be optimal. Get 2 out of 5. Corphish and Crawdon. So, fun fact, Crawdon and Corphish are some of my favorite Pokemon from Hoenn. I just love them. I don't know. However, I think Crawdon is going to be a dark type, so we'll wait to get him rated. Kyogre, Riptide, 20 damage. This is 20 for each water energy in your discard pile, then shuffle those in your deck. And for Swirling Waves, 130, discard 2 from this Pokemon. So this is sort of a, like, what do you call it? Like a last resort. So like the very last thing you do, you put 1 energy down, 20 for each water energy. Could have some power. 2.5 out of 5. Snover and Mega Abomasnow. For 2 water energy, Avalanche Hammer does 100 damage times 100 times damage. Discard the top 6 cards of your deck. It does 100 for each water energy you find in your discard this way. Okay, and for 3 water energies, Frost Barrier, 200 during your opponent's next turn. This Pokemon takes 30 less damage from attacks. For 350 for technically a stage 1. Now, if this had the same thing like Meganium's ability where you could count 1 water energy as 2, I think this would be pretty good, but I might just give this, like, I really want to see it, like, I want to see it. I just want to see how it works. But no, I can't see it right now, so I'm going to say 2 out of 5. You may see some play, but not a lot. Clauncher and Clawitzer, reverse and reload once during your turn. When this Pokemon moves from the active to your bench, you may use his ability. Attach 2 water energy from your hand to this Pokemon. An Aqua Launcher, 210, discard all energy. You could see this, possibly. Not a lot. 2 out of 5. Sobble, Drizzle, and Inteleon. For 1 water energy, bring down. Choose a Pokemon in play, both yours and your opponents, that has the least HP remaining, except for this Pokemon, and it's knocked out. Wait. Can't you just, like, you... Oh my god. That has the least HP remaining. The least HP. Right? So, if I put a Hero's Cape on this, I can do everything under 250 HP for 1 water energy. That's nuts, actually. And Water Shot, 110, discard energy, 4 out of 5. 1 water energy, you just need a rare candy and get ready by turn 2. That's nuts. That is entirely nuts. Crazy. 4 out of 5, 100%. Snom and Frostmoth. Icy Fluttering. This does 20 to each of your opponent's Pokemon. Don't apply weakness. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep. Ooh, that's interesting. You can see somehow that. I'll give it 2 3/4 out of 5. Pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. Ice Cube, Freezing Headbutt, and Tackle. Nah, not really. You're not going to see anything out of that. 1. Magnemite, Magneton, Magnet Zone. Upper Spark 50 plus to this Pokemon evolved from Magneton during your last turn. This does 120 more. Ooh, okay, for 1 energy, not bad. Flashing Bolt 160. This Pokemon can't use Flashing Bolt. I don't know. 2 out of 5. You might see someone play it. Raikou, Electric Fall 30. If you at least have 4 Lightning Energy attached in play, does 90 more. Cool. 1 out of 5. I don't think anyone's going to play it. Electrike and Mega Manectric for only 330. Interesting. I love the art on that. Oh my god, that art is cool. It's all up and down the border. I love it. That's beautiful. Flash Strike 120. During your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage to this Pokemon from it by attacks from basic Pokemon. Raging Bolt Killer. Right here. With Lightning coming back into the mix with Dynamotor, Mega Manectric 100%. Riot Blaster 200. You may discard all energy from this Pokemon. If you do, does 130 more. No retreat cost. This 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5. You cannot tell me that Mega Manectric will not work with Dynamotor. Works well with Zekrom. Works well with Dynamotor. Works well with you get what I'm saying. 5 out of 5. I think this is the Raging Bolt killer, 100%. You can just rip apart Raging Bolt that has Bravery Charm and is a basic. So you Flash Ray, can't do anything. Prevent all damage done this time by basic Pokemon. Not just your opponent's active, but all basics. Teal Mask Ogrepon, Pheasantipity, Mew EX, right? That's amazing. Pachirisu. Electrified Incisors, 10 damage during your opponent's next turn. Whenever they attach an energy card from their hand to the defending Pokemon, place 8 damage. 2 out of 5. You're not going to see this often. Actually, you know what? 3 out of 5. Started off in the active. Does 10 damage. You do that on turn 2. It's not going to put any more damage. Incredible. 3 out of 5. Helioptile and Heliolisk. 20 damage. Your opponent's active Pokemon is confused. No, 1 out of 5. You're not going to see this play. Yukimori art. Beautiful. Abra, Kadabra, and Alakazam. So, looks like they all got abilities, so we'll go over that quickly. So, Teleport Attack switches with one of your benched. Psychic Draw. When you play this Pokemon from your hand, evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn. You may draw 2 cards. And Mega Symphony. When you play this Pokemon from your hand, evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn. You may draw 3 cards. Power Hand. Put 2 damage counters on your opponent's active Pokemon for each card in your hand. Oh. Oh, okay. Interesting. 2.5 out of 5. The abilities are odd, but cool. Jinx, 30 damage plus for 30 more damage for each energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. No, you're not going to see that 1 out of 5. Here's the big one. We've seen this one. Ralts Curlia for Mega Gardevoir EX. For Overflowing Wishes, for each of your bench Pokemon, search your deck for a basic Psychic energy card and attach it to that Pokemon. Then shuffle your deck. And with Mega Symphony, 50 damage for each Psychic energy, that's a misspell, attached to all your Pokemon. So without an Area 0, you could be doing a maximum and show all your Pokemon. So you got 6 Pokemon on the field, you're doing 300 damage. You have Area 0 on the field, you're doing 400. No. You're doing 450. That's the most damage I've heard of. That's nuts. I mean, 5 out of 5. People are going to be playing Mega Gardevoir. Gardevoir is meta. 5 out of 5. Gardevoir is already meta. Mega Gardevoir EX is just going to pour gasoline on the fire that's already created by Gardevoir. Nuts. Also, the Curlia health is really nice. 100. That's really good. 5 out of 5 in general. Shed Ninja. Here we go. We can rate this. Fragile Shell. If this Pokemon is knocked out by damage from an attack from your opponent's Pokemon EX, your opponent can't take any prize cards for it. And with damage beat, 20 damage times the amount of damage counters on your opponent's active Pokemon. So I know U-turn on Ninjask does 90, I think. So you U-turn into Shed Ninja for your retreat back next turn into Ninjask and keep hitting him. And damage beat does 20. I think this is a good combo. I say 4 out of 5. This could be a good non-EX deck and an EX counter. That's really good. Spoink and Grumpig. Grumpig, also one that I liked out of Ruby and Sapphire. Energy Step. Once during your turn, when you play this Pokemon from your hand, evolve one of your Pokemon, you may use this ability. Look at the top 4 cards of your deck and attach any number of psychic energy or basic energies you find in your Pokemon any way you like. Then shuffle the other cards back in your deck. I mean, it could be good with Gardevoir. Could be. 2 out of 5. Has some potential. Ooh, Xerneas. Geogate. Search your deck for 3 basic psychic Pokemon. Put them on your bench. Okay, yeah, you can play that with Gardevoir. 100%. Good startup. You put a skateboard on here. That's pretty good. I give it a 4 out of 5. That's amazing. Graveyard and Houndstone. Horror Bite, 30 damage. Flip a coin until you get tails. For each heads, choose a random card from your opponent's hand. Your opponent reveals those cards and shuffles them in their deck. And hammer in for 130 for 3 energies. Like 1.5 out of 5. It's a cool move, and I like it, but you're not going to see play out of it. Gimme Ghoul. Slap for 10. I assume there's going to be Goldango, so we just have to wait. Sandshrew and Sand Slash. Sand attack 50 during post-next turn. Depending on Pokemon choice you attack, flip a coin. 1 out of 5. You're not going to see it. Sorry, guys. Is that a Tomokazu? No, it's not. Onyx. No Steelix yet, so I'm assuming not going to do that yet. Tyrogue. Man, flip a coin until you get tails. 30 more for each head. Okay. Oh, it's a free energy. Oh, okay, interesting. Cool. I like it. 3 out of 5. Makuhita and Hariyama. Heave Ho Catcher. Once during your turn, when you play this Pokemon from your hand, evolve one of your Pokemon. You may use this ability. Switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon to the active spot. 210 for a while. 3 out of 5. I think this could be like when Boss Order gets rotated out. I think this could be cool. Cool to use. Lunatone, Lunacycle. Once during your turn, if you have Soul Rock in play, you may discard a basic fighting from your hand in order to use this ability. Draw 3 cards. It's cool. Soul Rock. Oh, Cosmo Beam. 70 damage if you don't have a Lunatone on your bench. This attack does nothing. This attack's damage is ineffective by weakness or resistance. It's alright between the 2. 2.5 out of 5. Oh, here's another one. Riolu and Mega Lucario. Or a Jab, 130, attach 3 basic fighting from your discard to your bench Pokemon any way you like. And Mega Brave, 270. During your next turn, this Pokemon can't use Mega Brave. 270 is pretty good. If you find a way to make your fighting Pokemon do more damage, that could be pretty good. I say 4 out of 5. This one reminds me a lot of the Metal Lucario tag team from Sun and Moon. I like this. This is nice. 4 out of 5. Krogunk, no Toxic. Oh, there's Toxicroak, Reckless Charge, 70. No, 1 out of 5 between the 2. Marshadow, Shadow Kick. If your opponent's active Pokemon is knocked out from this attack, prevent all damage from and effects of attacks done to this Pokemon during your opponent's next turn. 2.5 out of 5. Possibly see something out of it. Stone Journer, why does he look like that? This attack does 20 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon and 20 to the active. One does 140. And during next turn, this Pokemon can't use attacks. 1 out of 5. Terrible. Knackley, Knacklestack, and Garganical. Power Assault. Attacks used by a fighting Pokemon. And there it is. And there it is. That's what we need. That's what we need. Your Lucario, Mega Lucario X is doing 300 damage. And with a Regal Cheer, you could be doing 320. Do I think all that damage is necessary? No. But it's pretty cool. Oh, Crawdaunt. Here we go. Vengeful Scissors, 130. If this Pokemon has any damage counters on this. Oh, that's kind of cool. I mean, 1.5 out of 5. You're not going to get a lot of use out of it. Oh, yes. Mega Absol EX. Doom, period. If your opponent's active Pokemon has exactly 6 damage counters on it, that Pokemon is knocked out. In Cruel Claw, 200. And your opponent reveals their hand. Discard a card I find there. Ooh, that's nice. I like this. It's we need to find a way to get more dark energies on, but I like the way it's going. 3 out of 5. 3.5 out of 5 actually. I like it a lot. It's really good. Spiritomb. Resentful Maelstrom. Whenever your active dark Pokemon is damaged by an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, put 1 damage counter on the attacking Pokemon. With Mountain Breaker, discard the top card of your opponent's deck. 2 out of 5. Might see something out of it. Yveltal, nope. Yeah, no. 1 out of 5. Never going to see anything for that. Nicodin Thievel, Greedy Hunt, 20 damage. You may draw cards until you have 6 in your hand. 1.5 out of 5. Maybe because it's a stage 1. Maybe. And it's got only 1 retreat. That's not bad. Shroodle-doodle and Grafai. Grafai is Miracle Paint, 90. Flip a coin. If heads, choose a special condition. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now affected by this special condition. Very nice. I like that. 2 energy, though. 1.5 out of 5. I don't think people will play it. Steelix, there it is. Welcoming Tail, 40 damage if you have exactly 6 prize cards. Holy crap. That is nuts. That is insane. 3 out of 5. If you can figure out a way to use it, that's nuts. 200 HP too on a stage 1 non-EX. That's almost as much as some basic EXs. That's cool. Oh, here we go. Mega Mawile EX Greedily Devour for 2 metal energy. Does 80 for each prize I have taken. That's good. That's really, really good, actually. Amazing. And Big Bite, 260. If your opponent's active Pokemon already has any damage counters on it before this attack damage, this attack does 30. Wait, so if your opponent's active Pokemon already has any damage counters on it before this attack does damage, this attack does 30 damage instead. I mean, I guess he got Greedily Devour, so I mean... So as long as you've taken a prize. Okay. I give it a 3.5 out of 5. Just to figure out a way to get metal energies on quick. And since Mega Mawile is a basic, there's some potential, but we'll have to wait a little longer. Dialga, Chrono Burst, 80 plus. You may shuffle all energy attached to this Pokemon in your deck. If you do, this deck does 80 more damage. 1 out of 5, you're not going to see this, especially with 2 retreat costs. Sorry. Tink-a-tink, Tink-a-tough, Tink-a-ton. Whoa, Tink-a-tough has an ability. Hold on. Surprise Hammer. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, to be used this ability. Flip a coin. If heads, discard an energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. Tink-a-ton, Large Swing, 240 minus the 60 for less for each energy attached to the opponent's active Pokemon. Okay. This actually, I've seen stuff that has energy removal, so I mean, I'm gonna say 2.5 out of 5. There's potential with this line. I like it. Kind of cool. Oh, Godangle. All you can grab. Flip a coin until you get tails. Search your deck for a number of cards equal to the number of heads and put them in your hand. Then shuffle your deck. 200. If it was one energy retreat cost, that would be all right. 1.5 out of 5. Maybe someone will play it. Maybe. Okay. How many dragons do we got? Only 2, and they're Latias and Latios. Mega Latias EX. This is the one that we all seen here. For a fire, a psychic, and a colorless with illusionary impulse, do 130 damage. Discard all energy. And with wait, what is this? Once you're in turn, when you're Mega Latias. Once during your turn, when your Mega Latias EX moves from the bench to the active, you may use this ability to move any amount of energy from your bench Pokemon to your active. So, all I need, I'm thinking that I could use a Ho-Oh EX and a Prism Energy. And boom, there's your Illusionary Impulse, 300 damage. Boom, boom, bye-bye, active Pokemon. I'd say between both of these, I think it's 5. Latias, Electric, or Manectric, and Gardevoir are the big winners, I think, so far out of this. And Lucario right behind him, I think. Spearow and Fearow. Fearow, oh, that art is so cool. Oh my god, I don't know why. I like the black borders around the birds. They look so cool. 30 damage. Flip 5 coins. Does 30 for each heads. 1 out of 5, I'm sorry. Oh, Pluck. Before dealing damage, discard all Pokemon tools from your opponent's active Pokemon. That's a 4 out of 5. Oh my god, you discard a tool from your opponent's active? Oh my god, that's nuts. I mean, I don't know when you're going to use it, but that's good. Amazing. Mega Kangaskhan EX. Run errand once during your turn. If this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may use this ability, draw 2 cards. You can't use more than 1 errand run ability each turn. So it doesn't stack. That's what we're saying. So you get 1 errand run. That's it. Rapid fire combo, 200 plus, flip a coin until you get tails, does 50 damage for each heads. I always like the idea of flipping coins. I really do. And this possibly has the potential because you're doing 200 at the start. I'll give it the benefit of the doubt, especially since it has 300 HP as a basic, the highest basic HP Pokemon we have seen without any attachments, any buffs, anything. I'm going to give this a 3.5 and a 5 because it's just possibly that good. Alright, Delibird, fast gift. If you go first, you can use his attack during your first turn to reject for a card, put it in your hand, then shuffle your deck. Ooh, that's nice, actually. I kind of like that. I'll give it a 3 out of 5. I think it's got some potential. Milk Tank. Oh, God. Flipping Milk. Flip 2 coins. If both are heads, heal all damage from one of your Pokemon. 1. Garbage. 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 Get it out of here. Oh, my God. The Baneri. The Baneri is beautiful. I'm not a Baneri person, but I know someone who is. We all know that guy. During your opponent's next turn... 51, yeah, 1 out of 5, guys. Art's amazing. Moves 1. Sorry. Young Goose and Gumshoes. Gather evidence. Once during your turn, you may use this ability. Switch a card from your hand with the top card of your deck. Oh my God! I just found the Slowking. This goes with Slowking. As long as I have it in my hand, I don't need my stadium anymore. This is so much more viable than a stadium. I'm going to link in at the end of the video for my Slowking deck. That is nuts. Are you kidding me? If you're playing this with a Slowking deck, so that way you can get the right card in your hand, or the right card on your deck, on the top of your deck, to use Slowking's move, this is what you need. Gumshoes, specifically for that deck, 5 out of 5. Goodbye, Stadium. Because you can always get rid of a Stadium. You can't always knock out a Pokemon. Okay. Let's keep going here. Uh-oh. Stuffle and Beware. Dangerous Lawyer. I flip 2 coins. So both of them are heads. Put this one there. 1/2 out of 5. Maybe some potential. Maybe. Oh, we're into the trainers now. Acerolas. Oh, Boss Order's getting a reprint. Oops. You can use this card only if your opponent has 2 or fewer prizes remaining. Choose one of your Pokemon and play. During your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage from and effects of attacks done to this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon EX. So I get to choose one of my Pokemon. That Pokemon can't be subjugated to effects of attacks or damage from attacks. That's crazy. At least by EX. So, I mean, it's not prevented from everything, but for the majority. Give it 4 out of 5. It's like Briar, Last Resort, right? Right at the edge of the tunnel. Boss's Order, it's getting a reprint. From reprints. Oh, from Spectre. I'm using JustinBasil.com. Also, send some love to Justin Basil. This guy has been doing amazing work for the Pokemon community. Dangerous Ruins. Whenever the player puts a non-dark basic Pokemon on their bench, put 2 damage counters on that Pokemon. Ooh. Okay. Kind of like it. Boss Order 5 out of 5, by the way. Dangerous Ruins, I will give maybe a... Dark Pokemon are still on the rise. 3.5 out of 5. Be a little skeptical. Energy Switch, reprinted. Fighting Gong. Search your deck for a basic fighting Pokemon or a basic fighting card or energy card. Reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle your deck. Interesting. Iron Defender. During your opponent's next turn, all your metal Pokemon take 30 less damage from attacks from your opponent's Pokemon. Oh, sorry, Mega Gong. Or Fighting Gong. If we're talking about Lucario, I mean, it's going to be like a 5 out of 5. That's pretty good. Iron Defender, metal types really aren't getting a lot of love, but probably in the future, if Aggron's going to have some, Mega Aggron EX is going to have some kind of ability or an attack that will reduce a lot of incoming damage, this could be good. Lily's Determination, shuffle your hand in your deck, then draw 6. If you have 6 prize cards remaining, then draw 8 instead. This is Cynthia's. This is Cynthia back. Lily's Determination, this is Cynthia. Oh boy. 5 out of 5. We're going to need this card. Oh, Lieutenant Surge is back. Lieutenant Surge's Bargain? Ask your opponent if both players may draw a prize card. If yes, both players draw a prize card. If no, draw 4 cards. No one's going to say yes. No one's going to say yes. 5 out of 5. It's a funny card. I like it. Lush Forest. Each player's grass Pokemon can evolve into another grass Pokemon during the turn they play those moves. Players can evolve a Pokemon during their first turn. So, second turn, I could evolve Chikorita into Bayleaf, and then Bayleaf into Meganium. Ooh. And I could evolve everything. Oh my god. That's amazing actually. Mega Signal. Oh, for grass. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Well, I mean, it's possible. I give it a 4.5 out of 5. It's pretty good. Mega Signal. Search your deck for Mega Evolution Pokemon available. Put in your hand. Simple. 5 out of 5. Pretty good. Mysterious Garden. Once during each player's turn, that player may discard an energy card from their hand, order to draw cards until they have as many cards in their hand as they have Psychic Pokemon. Of course. I mean, when you're playing Psychic, that's going to be something you need, especially with Gardevoir. 5 out of 5. That's pretty good. Pokemon Center Lady. Heal 60 damage from one of your Pokemon and recover from all special conditions. Pretty good. 3 out of 5. 2.5 out of 5. Not going to see much of this. Premium Power Pro. During this turn, attacks used by fighting Pokemon do 30 more damage to your opponents. You got with Garganical and Lucario, you're doing a 330 damage without any boost. Besides Premium Power Pro. Triple P's. That's pretty good. Give it a 4 out of 5. Rare Candy, we're know what this. Repel is back. Oh, I remember Repel. Switch out your opponent's active Pokemon to the bench. Your opponent chooses a new active. That's pretty good. I like it. That's cool. 5 out of 5. I'm excited. I never got a chance to play with Repel, so here it is. Surfing Beach. Once during each player's turn, that player may switch their active water Pokemon with one of their bench water Pokemon. I don't know. Clawitzer. That would be really good with Clawitzer. For that specific, I don't know what else, but I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5 because I can't think of anything else. Suspicious Clock. Devolve one of your evolved Pokemon by returning any number of evolution cards to your hand. I could evolve with Magnezone. That could work. I don't know. 2 out of 5. Maybe. I don't think it's good. Switch. Ultra Ball reprints. Wally's Compassion. Heal all damage from one of your Mega Evolution Pokemon. Oops, sorry, I didn't see that. Mega Evolution Pokemon. If you healed any damage that way, put all energy attached to that Pokemon in your hand. Not bad. Let's see if we can find any of the. I don't know. I don't think they have any of the arts yet. Hey guys, this is Post Edit Gift here. Just wanted to thank you guys again so much for everything you guys have been doing, watching the videos and all that stuff. Make sure you leave a like, hit subscribe, and all that stuff, as I have to say a couple times in the video. First of all, I want to thank you guys for watching all the videos. Again, like I said, I've got some big plans coming up. I got some big video ideas that I want to do, but it's not going to occur until roughly Mega Evolution comes out. So I'm currently editing this video right now because I didn't really make a actual outro for this now that I realize it. So thank you guys again. Like I keep saying thank you because I genuinely am very thankful for everything you guys have done, for subscribing, for watching the videos, for everything, and I appreciate it. I do have some news. I am going to be getting an IG account soon, linking to this channel, so hopefully that'll go well. And I'm gonna be trying to make some videos with that too. So, I'm trying to think of what else is there for this. Yeah, that's mainly it. I didn't really make an outro for this. I want to do more of these videos, hopefully in the future when we get more sets out. So, you can probably hear other things in the background. Thank you guys again very much for watching. Appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys later.